It's like on. Hello, hello. Yeah, it's like, oh, the sofa is comfortable.
Yep.
It's too comfortable.
It's okay.
We just wait for a while and see anyone is there.
Okay.
Because yeah, we give them some time. You can check on your phone and see whether they can see it or not.
Right.
Because it might take some time. Oh, hi Sharon. Oh, Brian is there already. Hi Brian again. Hi Sharon.
Hi,
Annette. Hi Annette. Stephanie. That's fast. Everyone is like, Stephanie is the one also like following all the time.
Oh, okay, you're regulars.
Yeah. Anyway,
Hi.
we wait for a while more until like more of them tune in, and then I will start introducing you.
Okay, thank you.
Can you see it?
I'll
Yeah?
just,
No.
yes.
Oh. All
There
right.
we are.
Someone say hi to you.
Hi, hey!
Hi Jocelyn.
Hi, Josie!
Hi Mitra. Hello. Hi Sharon. Okay, tonight we are having some fun here. Okay, you have
Sorry,
to mute.
I gotta mute that, sorry.
Hi Lady. Hello. Yeah, I got my juice here. Melissa also
my
got her
juice.
juice here.
It's grape.
Okay,
Grape
grape juice.
Grape juice.
Grape juice.
Grape juice.
That comes in a bottle.
Tall bottle, right?
Tall bottle. Where
Not-
is this
not
from?
Ribena.
Australia?
No, this one is, I think,
Italy?
no, this is
France?
from New Zealand.
Oh, New Zealand.
We didn't go so far this time.
Okay. Alright, okay, I think we start now. Thank you everyone for really like tuning in on time with us. It's like all the names are popping up. Thank you so much. Okay. I guess I need to introduce you all for those who are actually tuning in now. This is Melissa Leong. She is one of our consultants which is based in KK. She is like, actually why don't you tell everyone like what do you do? Because you do so many things.
Okay. But you know,
Besides doing tarot.
relative to Jessie Lee, Jessie is my sifu, like for many of us, right? And she was the one who introduced Patse and metaphysics to me, basically. But what I was really inclined to after a few years with her was tarot. So tarot is my thing. And I have a day job. I am a program director with the Borneo Eco Film Festival. That's my day job. But I'm also a tarot consultant on the side.
Yeah, so those of you tuning in from KK, if you need anything, please look for Melissa. And of course, we have another gentleman sitting there enjoying his grape juice. Okay, yeah,
Also,
Mr. Alan Chia.
Another consultant.
Yeah, okay. Since today's topic is International Women's Day, no men are allowed in the camera.
It's the safe zone.
Yeah, okay.
They're just holding the bottle
All
of
right.
wine there.
First of all, I really need to thank everyone, right? Because the other day I actually asked some questions on my Facebook about, because I was like thinking International Women's Day, right? What are the topics that we should be covering tonight? Because in 2 days' time, it will be officially the day. Okay? So, and when I asked that questions, right, I got a lot of like comments on my
Very
Facebook
interesting
itself.
ones, yeah.
And then suddenly I was like thinking, wow, women like to talk about a lot of things.
Yes. We are multi-talented.
Yes. Yes, it's like women really like to talk about a lot of things. It's like the list. And the funny thing is like those who reply are not only women, even men, because they know us so well. Alright? So tonight actually I've selected 2 particular topics because there's too many. I can't really like focus on all of them because it's like every time I want to focus on something, I want to use Chinese Metaphysics or Patse to actually like talk about that so that we know what are the things that we can zoom in and how we can actually improve on that.
Yeah.
Alright, I think you need more boost.
I do. Okay.
I mean like boost juice.
My juice.
Alright. Okay, so those of you who are watching now, right, please get ready your party chart with you. Okay? Alright, just make sure that you print out your party chart. So today we're going to talk about the mother-in-law's issue.
Yes. Very hot topic.
Yes,
From
because
what we hear.
yes, I see a lot of comments also actually talk about like the mother-in-law issues here. Okay, in fact, a lot of people that I talked to. All right, hi, hello, Chiu K. What's how you address her? She's from KK.
Oh.
That lady that used to be like, you know, she used to sew and all that, make clothes.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, she's from KK. She couldn't attend the talk the other day. Okay, so back to the topic today, right? Okay, it will be a mother-in-law issue. All right. Let's say depending on what day master you are, what sort of potential issues that you will have with your mother-in-law. So that will be the first topic.
Okay.
And the second topic is, of course, a lot of people also ask me about self-independence.
Yes.
Okay, so how to be self-sufficient, how to be successful on your own. All right. I guess it's like, I would just say that when we want something, it's not difficult at all for us to get something. It's not complicated. It's actually very simple. The thing is, will we work towards that?
That's true.
Okay, all right. So today we're going to talk about that particular topic as well. So two things that we're going to touch on. The first thing will be the mother-in-law issues. Okay, because a lot of people has been asking about that. And then the second topic will be like how to be self-sufficient,
Right.
or how to be successful on your own. So hope all of you has already gotten yourself ready. You have gotten your party chart with you. Okay, because the first issue that I'm going to talk about is the mother-in-law issues. All right,
Wait, they have to grab a glass of wine. You might need one.
the mother-in-laws or the daughter-in-laws?
Both better grab.
Yes,
grab a bottle.
if you're a mother-in-law,
Yeah.
it is also good for you to actually grab yourself
Everyone
something.
needs a drink.
Calm yourself, cool down,
Yes.
all right? If you're a daughter-in-law, also, I think it's important for you to at least listen to things. Because you see, for me, right, I always believe it takes two hands to clap.
That's true.
Yeah, it's two sides of the things, they say. And it's actually kind of like sad, because it's like nowadays, like mother-in-law got like a lot of like
A bad rap.
labels.
Yeah, like a bad rap.
Yes, they got,
Yeah.
instead of calling them the mother-in-laws, they call them monster-in-laws.
She said
Like monster-in-law. Oh my God. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
I have 4 kids. So I will be the monster-in-law
But
times 4.
that said, I think we talked about this earlier.
Yeah.
Some of us, we get really lucky with our in-laws.
Oh yeah, I
You know what I
heard
mean?
about your stories. Yeah.
Not showing off,
Okay.
but some people, they're not all bad. So
That's true. Now, the key thing is, of course, remember, everyone in our life itself is there to actually show us some certain lessons that we need to learn and grow from. Okay? Because I've actually seen a lot of like even friends and clients, they have like very big issues with their mother-in-law. And they always think that, so how come she can't change? It's like it's difficult to get along with her. Now, one thing I want to emphasize is like, why should she change? Because I always say one thing is like, why don't you consider you changing instead of asking your mother-in-law to change? Okay?
That's true.
Because to me, right, I always feel one thing as in like, okay, who is feeling the pain? That's the person who should change. All right. So if you're feeling the pain, you feel miserable, you feel irritable. You feel that somehow getting along with your mother-in-law is somehow like killing you.
Yeah.
Okay. I think you should be the one like looking into the thing as in like, what are the things that you need to change in order to have a better relationship with her? Hi, Siu Ling. Okay. Siu Ling is actually watching from Tawau J Group. Yeah, because after tonight's session, I'll be flying off to Tawau tomorrow. Because tomorrow night, those of you tuning in from Tawau, I'll be seeing you right there in Tawau because we have another event there in Tawau.
Yeah.
Thanks to J Group. Okay. All right. So you got to talk more.
no, I'm trying to.
It's
You're
like
right. It's very small,
It's very small, right?
Yeah,
You want
okay.
to
No,
to
I
actually
can-
see the comments from your phone?
Yes.
You can actually hold your phone and see the comments. And you can say hi to everyone. Or else I feel like a bit awkward because I can start talking and non-stop. I can like keep talking.
No worries, I'll interrupt. Trust me, I will interrupt you along. I promise to interrupt.
And tonight I always wanted to do like a bilingual session, right? Okay, and tonight I can't really do it bilingual because I don't think Melissa can help me to translate.
It's my fault, 'cause
No, it's not your fault.
I know.
Okay, so I'll just do it in an English session. Okay, so now first of all, those of you who have not gotten your chart plotted out, right? Okay, I hope that you will get your chart plotted out. If you have not gotten it plotted out, go to my website. Okay, this is mirror image, okay? Go to my website, it will look like this. On top, there is this small little words that say plot parts. Okay, click onto it and you will come to this page, okay? There is this click on that says free parts. Okay, so you click on the free parts, fill in your particulars, your date of birth and all that, and then your chart, ta-da, it will come out. They are all together 4 pillars. There's one highlighted pillars. On top it's written the day. Okay, now I want you to pay attention to the element which is on top. Okay, on the day itself, I want you to see the 5 elements. What element does it belong to? It can be metal, it can be wood, it can be earth, it can be water, or it can be fire. Now suddenly something strikes me in the mind.
What is it?
I think Ellen's going to fall asleep very soon.
Oh,
Because every time when I do a Facebook Live, okay, he will tune in halfway and he will send me a message that I'm falling asleep. Okay.
But today is a bit different.
But
Right?
it's different. He's actually in the audience, so it's a bit different.
Okay, so hopefully all of you have gotten your chart ready. Right, let's talk about the mother-in-law issue first.
Let's talk about mother-in-law.
All right, so ladies, if you're watching in now, okay, or even gentlemen, okay, so if you personally do have any mother-in-law issues or anything, all right, can you please drop us some comments?
Yes, talk to us.
Okay, talk to us, let us know. All right, if you have any questions regarding your mother-in-law, providing that you know her Bazi chart. Okay, if you want to know about her day master, if you have 1 or 2 questions, right, do drop me the questions here. I will try to answer you here now, okay, instead of sending me private messages, because most of the time my private messages will be I don't have the time to go through them. Okay, so if you have really any questions to ask, please do write it down now on the comments. Now the first thing is I want to focus on to the day master. Are you going to reveal your day master to us, or
Me?
you want to keep it like a secret so that nobody knows about what are the potential lessons that you might learn from your mother-in-law?
So I don't know my mother-in-laws, but I'm an open book, nothing to hide. My day master.
Yes, I know. Yeah. Okay. She's a yang metal, right? She's a yang metal, and I'm a water. I'm a yin water. Okay. So you have to refer to your day master. So if you're following my Facebook live sessions and all that, every time I talk about Chinese astrology, you have to get your Bazi chart ready. Okay. And you need to know how to look into your Bazi chart. And today we are focusing on the day master itself. Right. You need to know what element it is, because from your element itself, we'll be able to see what sort of characteristics that your mother-in-law or your potential mother-in-law will have. Okay, and remember one thing, that people around us are just there to actually show us a lesson so that we can grow and improve from it. There's really no point about being so bitter about it, being angry about it, and at the end of the day it will land or affect this relationship between you and your husband. Okay, so the first thing is I guess that we need to know why is she behaving the way that she is behaving, because you also have to understand, right? Suddenly your mother-in-law in a way owns her child for the past probably 20 over, 30 over, or even 40 years for some. Okay, then suddenly walks in this woman who starts just come in and start taking control. Takes over his life, tell him what to do. You see, all of us as ladies, right, we would love to actually have a husband that listens to us in a way. Hi Marcella, okay. Alright, but the thing is, sometimes that we've forgotten, we are so overwhelmed that our husband loves us so much that we've forgotten that, hey, there's another lady there that has been loving this particular man for the past 30, 40 years.
Exactly.
Okay? So if we have that in mind, the chances is now, probably we know why they behave the way that they behave. Okay? And always remember that when a person having something against us, it's always, we are not the issues. Always we are not the issues. The problem is with them. They have certain things inside them that they do not know how to release.
That's
okay,
right.
all right. So that's why they're actually trying to pick on other people. Okay, hi Joyce. All right, Joyce actually attended the past weekend, right? Yeah,
hi,
so
Joyce.
she's in KK as well. Okay, so those of you who have just joined us, remember today we are talking about 2 particular topics that I have selected. One of it is a mother-in-law issue. And then another one is about wealth and also I'm not saying wealth, but self-sufficient or independence.
Being independent.
Okay, being independent.
An independent woman. Because we are doing this in conjunction with
International Women's Day. Alright, yeah, which is on the 8th,
of March.
Okay. Alright, so look into your chart. So those of you, right, if you find that your day master is a wood element, if your day master is a wood element, alright, now if you're a student, I will tell you, okay, what are the 10 gods that you need to look for, okay, in order to find your mother-in-law, star, okay? But let's say if you are not a student of Chinese Metaphysics, you have no idea what I'm talking about, ignore it. Just focus that if you're wood element, these are the characteristics of a mother-in-law that you might have, okay? Now, doesn't mean that all mother-in-law are difficult to handle,
no,
okay?
Definitely.
Right, some of them, they are emotionally mature, they are wise and all that. They won't actually give you a hard time. In fact, they will treat you exactly like their own daughter, okay? And you really, really have a very, very good blessed like life, okay, with them, okay. Only some circumstances or some cases itself, right, okay, probably they themselves have something that, you know, they do not know how to express, or they have to learn on their own, okay, that they will somehow express in a certain way that might irritate you, okay. So if you're wood day master, so look into a wood day master, the mother-in-law star will be of earth star. Now, this particular part is only for those of you who studied Chinese astrology or Bazi before, okay? So if you're a wood day master, now what are the things that you'll be expecting from your potential mother-in-law? And this only applies to ladies, this is Ladies International Women's Day. Because if you're a man, okay, your mother-in-law will be of different star. So we are not addressing that, okay? We wait until International Men's Day. Okay, yeah. So this particular way of looking into a Bazi chart only applies to ladies. Alright, so if you're a lady and your day master is wood element, regardless whether it's a yin wood or yang wood, alright, your mother-in-law star will be of earth element, okay? And then now, what are the things that she wants, okay, in her daughter-in-law? Like, what are the things that she wants to see in you in the first place? Now, normally she wants stability, all right? She's the type of person that likes to follow traditions and also follows hierarchy. Hierarchy in the sense that, all right, you know, especially Chinese and Asians, you know, it is very important that you have a certain hierarchy in the family.
Right.
Right. The elderly needs to be always respected in a certain way.
That's right.
All right. You need to greet them when you see them. You need to actually, you know, extend, or like, you know, when you're eating or whatever, I think the first one you have to serve them first, because they're the elderly, they're in-laws and all that. So if you are a wood day master, your mother-in-law has a potential to behave in a way that she always wants stability. Now, stability in a sense. If you're a wood day master, and your characteristics will be the type of like lavish daughter-in-law, spendthrift, spending on like a lot of like branded stuff and all this stuff, to her, in her eye, when she first sees you and see the way that you spend and the way that you shop, it will shock her. Okay?
So you're saying like wood, actually they're traditionalists.
No, not wood. Only when you are a wood day master. Because if you're a wood day master, your mother-in-law star will be of earth element.
Right.
So we have to look into the earth element characteristics.
Right.
All right. And earth element, normally they are the people who want stability.
Oh yes.
They are the one who wants tradition. And why hierarchy? Because you see, earth, like, not naturally, you see planet Earth, right? If you go and dig into Earth, okay, and you study the layer of Earth, right? The soil, there are a certain layer of like soil, there's a certain layer of rocks, even rocks and all that. There are different layers lay out, okay, perfectly. There are different layers underneath the Earth itself. Because Earth is something that naturally they will actually filter out into different layers. So to them also, if you're wood day master, right, your mother-in-law will be the type that I'm the mother, you are the daughter. I'm the older one, you are the younger one. Yes, yes, and you have to obey and you have to follow.
Don't rock the boat.
Hi, Amy. Yes, don't rock the boat. So if you know how to play the game well, if you know how to respect them, you have no issue.
True.
That's why you see, it's like most of the time, it's not sometimes, it takes both to clap. So imagine if you yourself is a wood person, all right, and then suddenly you just go into this family, alright, and then you suddenly buy new furnitures, new things, be so spendthrift that to her mind that you, well, oh my God, this girl is going to spend my son's whole fortune away.
Exactly.
So that will actually add on a lot of fear to her. Because to her, she needs stability.
That's true.
Alright, she can't actually live with, like, allow her son to live with a woman like this. Okay, so if you do not know how to play the game well, alright, then you will get yourself into trouble, because she will try her very best, okay, to make sure that you don't finish off the whole fortune for her son.
That's true.
Okay.
Oh, hi, Joanne.
Oh, hi, Joanne. Hello. All right, so these are the things. It's like, it's a simple thing. So if we pay attention to it, it will be easier for us to actually deal with the person. I'm an earth. Does that mean that my son looks for a girlfriend and I need to aim for wood? No, Joyce, you don't see that way, okay? Don't be so limiting to your son, poor boy, okay? So remember, this only depends. Let's say, for instance, you are earth, Joyce. Later, I will go through the day master relating to the earth, and then what will be the characteristics that you will expect from your potential mother-in-law. All right?
I think it's also important to note that we as women, right, and we have mother-in-laws, I mean, I'm looking from a daughter-in-law perspective, that one day we have to consider we're going to be mother-in-laws.
Exactly. I will be mother-in-law to four.
To four,
that
right?
provided if my children married once.
Well, that's another session altogether. Stay tuned for that Facebook Live.
My two boys got a lot of peach blossom stars in their chart.
Okay.
They might marry 4.
No, I mean, it's true. We just got to kind of put ourselves in their position one day.
Yes.
So maybe that might help perspective, you know, when you feel like, like imagine how protective you are of your 5-year-old now, right? So some mothers, the son's already 45 and they still treat them like 5-year-olds. Right?
Exactly.
So,
yeah. Okay. So it's different way of like different personality. You can't say it's right or wrong.
No,
it's just different. All right. Because we were brought up as a women. We were brought up in our own family. Our family values are different. The way that we were brought up is different. But our husband's family will be totally different from us, and we cannot expect that. And we have elements. We have other elements that needs to pay attention to this. If my wife of how husband would later, David. Okay. We go back to this topic, or else our Facebook Live can be up to 12 o'clock tonight. Okay. All right. So if you have any specific topics that you would like us to address, okay, in the future, please drop us some comments. You know, if the topic is interesting and all that, I might actually take it as a topic for the Facebook Live session. Okay. So I continue on with the Wood Day Master first. Okay. Now, Wood Day Master itself. Okay. I got distracted with messages. Okay. Messages from Ellen on WhatsApp. Okay. Alright, okay, so the Wood Day Master itself, right? Remember, you have a potential to have a mother-in-law that wants stability, that actually treasures tradition and pay very great emphasis into hierarchy. Okay? And then now, one of the big mistakes that your mother-in-law might be doing, okay, is because they want stability so much, okay, alright, they honors tradition so much, they always have this sense of like thinking, okay, that the mother and son relationship will never change after the marriage. Because to them it's like earth, you know, earth is like forever, it's the same thing, okay? So to them it's like they don't understand the meaning of like, he's my son. Why would my relationship with my son will be changed after he gets married? So they can't understand and see it from this perspective. All right. So if you are a mother-in-law and you find out that now you brought out the chart that your daughter-in-law is a wood element, then you have to remind yourself as a mother-in-law. All right. Try to like, you know, remember that now your son, like, you know, has a family on his own. Okay. You cannot treat him or expect him to be who he was when he was like with you, or when he was a child.
It's an evolution. The relationship is
exactly.
It has to evolve.
I like that word, evolution. Yes, because now the biggest mistake for Earth is they can't evolve. Because Earth remains the same. Mount Kinabalu remains the same for the past thousands of years. Right? Okay? Well, unless some like, you know, shake up and all that, they will change the form a bit, or else it will remain the same. Okay? So remember that the biggest mistake is if you're a mother-in-law with a daughter-in-law day master, which is a wood, then you have to remember, you have to learn to adapt to the new situation. Things has changed. It's different. He has his own family now. Okay? You cannot be like, you know, babysitting him like you used to be. Okay? Because if you keep on doing that, it will affect the relationship between him and the wife.
That's right.
Okay, now
and you and your son.
Yeah, exactly. The same thing.
Build up resentment.
Yeah. So if the whole relationship thing is based on love, means as a wife you love your husband so much, as a mother you love your son so much, and as a son you love both your wife and your mother so much, all of us will be willing to change in order to make the relationship better.
That's true.
All right. If it's based on love. Okay. All right. Now, on the other hand, okay, if you are a wood day master, okay, if you're a wood day master, right, what are the things that are potentially you as a daughter-in-law, what could be your mistake, or what are the things that you can focus on so that you can change in order to be better? Now for Wood Day Master, you have to remember that do not let things slide at the start. It means that, you know, Wood Day Master would tend to be like trying to be nice, okay? Especially once you enter in the family, you try to be nice, you try to conform, you will try to like, you know, obey and follow as much as possible, even though you feel like very suppressed.
These are
inside
like
you.
People pleasers, right?
Yes, you will try to please as much as you can, and you know, pleasing is not going to get you anywhere.
That's true.
Okay, so in the first place, you have to actually like, you know, be very clear over things. If you're really unhappy over things itself, like try to voice it out in a very nice, respectful way. Okay, as long as you respect her or your mother-in-law, she will understand. It's the way that we convey a message. It is not about like, it's not about the message itself. It's not about the words. It's about how we say it. Okay.
Just open the lines of communication.
Yes. So remember, if you're Wood Day Master, you also as a daughter-in-law have to remind yourself that whatever it is, don't try to be a people pleaser too much. Okay. You have to make things very clear in the first place. Alright, breaking up. Mitra, you're saying what breaking up? As in a relationship breaking up or the lines breaking up?
Are you breaking up with us? Or
please, Mitra, don't break up. She's like our biggest fan or one of our biggest fan. Okay, I'm joking, Mitra. She knows what I mean. Okay, let's go to the next one. Now, just now I talked about Wood Day Master. Right, the next one will be a Fire Day Master. Okay, so if you as a daughter-in-law or potential daughter-in-law, okay, if you're a Fire Day Master, your mother-in-law star will be of metal element. Okay, if you're a first timer, you don't know anything about Chinese astrology, ignore this part. Okay, just know that if you are a fire element or Fire Day Master, your potential mother-in-law wants to be significant. Okay, internet interruption. I don't think it's our side here, Mitra. All right, maybe you should check on your internet on your side. All right, okay. So if you're Fire Day Master, okay, one thing is you need to know that your potential mother-in-law, she needs to be significant of things. All right, she needs to be in control. She wants to prove herself more capable to take care of her son. Okay, she will have this need. Now, by doing that doesn't mean that she's wrong. By doing it doesn't mean that she's asking for a fight or whatever. It's just that she needs to, because she needs to be of significance to her son.
Do they need recognition?
Yeah,
Is that what it
they
means?
write the recognition. She likes to have
Some
you can say,
validation.
some validation. Okay, she
Okay.
needs to prove that she is still able to take care of her own son. Okay, so by doing this, right? Okay, so sometimes she might do little things, as in like offer to help everything. Okay, right? She might even offer to iron the clothes for her son, do small little things for the son instead of letting you do it. Now, she has no personal issues with you. It's just that she wants to do it. But sometimes we just react to things.
Yeah, don't take it the wrong way.
Yes.
Actually, you should take it to your advantage. If she wants to iron your husband's clothes,
Exactly.
that's like one chore
Let
off your.
them, let them iron it.
Right, let them
In
iron
fact, you should say that. Oh my God, Mom.
By the way, here's mine.
Yes.
Just add on. Maybe she'll feel better,
Yes,
right?
in fact, if it's for me, I would say, oh my God, Mom, you're so good at
Yeah.
ironing. Why don't you iron it
It's
off?
a win-win situation.
Yes,
So,
yes.
yeah.
So it's really how we actually deal with it. But there are some people who will react to it. They will feel like intimidated. They will feel like, oh, what do you?
Or am I inadequate?
Yes,
you feel inadequate. I know.
You think that I am like not good
Not
enough.
capable
Yeah, not capable
of taking
enough
care of
for
your
your son.
son?
Yes. Don't think that way, because once we think that way, it will affect the relationship, or you will hurt the relationship even more.
Yeah.
Okay, so remember, if you're Fire Day Master, you will have a tendency to have a mother-in-law that wants to take control into everything. Okay, and she will always want to prove that she's capable into taking her son. All right, that will somehow make you feel incapable of things. All right, so one thing is, of course, if you are a mother-in-law, as I've mentioned. Okay, all right. Okay, yes, Marcella, your mother-in-law is your wealth element. Okay, so it's like, if you're a mother-in-law, then if you feel that you realize suddenly, it's like, oh yeah, why I keep on like wanting to help my son still do all these things and all that. Okay, it's probably time for you to really remind yourself to let go.
Yeah.
Okay, let go of things.
Do it in steps, maybe. Like,
Okay, slowly let go
Slowly.
of things. Your son has finally found someone that can actually help to take care of him. It's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
All right. Okay, it doesn't mean that your son don't need you anymore.
Yeah.
It's just that you don't have to do so much anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, just take it slowly and one step at a time to slowly let go. Now, this is for the mother-in-law side. Now, what are the lessons? Okay, very, very true, David. Okay. Now, what are the lessons for the daughter-in-law itself? Let's say, for instance, if you yourself is fire element, okay, so one of the things is you have to remind yourself, don't take things too confrontationally. It's like the thing has like no hard feelings towards things. Don't be too
don't
sensitive.
jump to conclusions.
Yes, and don't be too sensitive. Okay, so you know that whatever other do, okay, it's nothing to do personally with you.
Yeah.
It's them. Okay,
That's true.
so if they want to cook for their son, if they want to like iron for their son, they will still want to wash for their son. Let them do
Let
it.
them do it.
Okay, it doesn't, you see, when they do it doesn't mean that you're incapable, okay? It's just that, you know, they need to do it to show that they still can actually serve the sun, all right? So we go to the next one, if you're Earth Day Master. Okay, for the Earth Day Master person, your mother-in-law will be of water element, okay? So of water element is like, you know, she will always tend to level up to things. Okay, she will always tend to level up to things. She will want things to be fair, to be equal, okay? And she will start to compare. Okay, now remember when I say this is like the worst case scenario, right? This is applicable to actually the potential of some mother-in-laws who have not yet fully has the emotional maturity, okay, then you will have this particular issue. But let's say, you know, you might have like some mother-in-laws like totally wise and like, you know, they are so matured that they won't give you a hard time. In fact, right, okay, those are the mother-in-law you feel like, oh my God, it's like, it's as good as my own mother.
Yeah, they won the lottery in the in-law department.
In-law department,
yeah,
yes.
Seriously.
Okay, so in case if you're Earth element, okay, you do have a potential that your mother-in-law will have that sort of characteristics that they will just level up to things. They need everything to be fair, needs to be equal. Now, what does it mean? It means that as a wife, okay, you should be actually telling your husband if he's buying you like any presents, for instance, Chinese New Year gift, okay, Christmas gift or whatsoever. As a wife, maybe if you know that your mother-in-law is that sort of characteristics, you should always remind your husband, instead of just buying one for you, why not get two? Yes. Then you will minimize the whole problem, all right? Because she just needs things to be fair. All right, as long as she gets it, you get it, all right, it will be okay, right? But sometimes, you know, as a husband or a partner, they love us so much that they will forget that, oh, they just remembers to buy it for you. But I think as a position as a wife, okay, we need to be like very like sensitive enough to actually know all these things and also understand our mother-in-law feeling. Okay, so if we can remind our husband to actually like, you know, why don't you just get two gifts and just give to your mom first? Or whenever he get gifts or you, if you get two, why don't you let her choose first? Right?
That's true.
Yeah, if you do simple things like this, at the end of the day, all right, she will be happy. And when she's happy, trust me, you will be happy.
How to advise mother-in-law about lessons to learn, challenging to some daughter-in-laws.
Yeah. You see, the thing is, we can't advise. Okay, we can't.
Tread very carefully this topic, okay? We're not asking you to like knock on her door and say, Ma, we need to talk.
Okay, it's time for you to change.
It's time for you to change. It's the issues are with you, not with me. Maybe like not so confrontational lah.
Yes, always remember, as I said earlier, okay, who feels the pain, who needs to change. All right, because to some mother-in-law, it's like they are okay with it. They don't feel the pain so much. Okay, whoever feeling the pain, you need to actually make changes and accept it and embrace it, the whole thing. Okay. All right. So just now I talked about the Earth. Now the biggest mistake, let's say if you are the mother-in-law and you find out that your daughter's-in-law day master is Earth. So this we are talking about you, you know. Okay. So if your daughter-in-law's day master is Earth, okay, one of the biggest mistake that you could do is criticizing her behind her back. Okay, please, if you're a mother-in-law, if you have anything, okay, the thing is like, you know, water people, you know, water, they tend to get like even, and they would try their very best to use all the ways to get to a location. Okay, all right, so the water, and they are very like, you know, they are very adaptable. Okay, they don't go like against you. They are very subtle and they are very soft. Okay, so the thing is, they might actually go to the sun and to tell them, oh, your wife, or your wife, Now that is not a very good way to handle it. Okay, if you so happen to be in a mother-in-law position. Okay, all right, because it's, if not, right, this will make things worse. Okay, because it's like, you know, the more you do it, the more the relationship between you and your daughter-in-law will be affected. Okay, so remember, don't do this behind her. If there's anything that you really want to like address to or talk about it, talk to them directly. Nicely. It's always about how we actually talk. Okay, all right. And then if you so happen that to find that you are the Earth person, now remember, okay, don't be too sensitive. all right, we say too thin skin. Every single little things you feel sensitive that, oh, she doesn't like you and she's talking bad about you or whatsoever. Do not be oversensitive over it. Okay, so that's important. Now the next thing will be on metal element. So if you are metal day master, remember your mother-in-law is a wood element star. Okay, and then what she wants is she wants continuity. She wants growth. She can be picky sometimes on behavior. So you know that if you're a metal person, right, a very high potential that whether or not they say it, your mother-in-law wants grandchildren. They want grandchildren. Whether they don't say it out, okay, they want it. Because you see, because wood, their star element is a wood, and wood want continuous growth. All right, they want to bear fruits, say they have the seeding so that the next plant can grow. So you know that, of course, okay, and when they want children, of course, the happiest thing that they could see is actually seeing their grandchildren.
Right.
All right, and you know sometimes there are some daughter-in-laws, even after having children, you know, some daughter-in-laws, of course, they will say that, no, I'm not planning to have children. That could be very sad to them. Okay, I mean, I'm not saying that just because they want children and you need to have it. Okay, so it will be at least something that maybe you can understand from their point of view as well, or maybe when the time is right and they'll try to talk to each other. Or worst case, I mean, I would say that sometimes, right, okay, some daughter-in-laws that don't even allow the mother-in-law to see or spend more time with the children, because to them is that they will see that whatever ways that they have teaching the grandchildren is not the right way. But you see, but this other mentality is like you have chosen the son who has been taught by your mother-in-law.
That's right.
Okay,
Yeah.
if you think that whatever she does in order to bring up a child is wrong, then why on earth in the first place that you will choose the son? All right, unless you choose him not because of love or true love, you choose him for some other reasons. Or else I really couldn't really understand this part. Okay, so always remember. All right, so I got distracted a lot here. It's like so many things coming out. Okay, he's like, let me flow. Okay, where did I stop just now?
Metal.
Okay, metal. Okay.
Day master.
Metal day master. All right, so remember, okay, on this part where, let's say, if your mother-in-law tend to have that particular behavior, and one of the mistake as a mother-in-law is, okay, trying too hard to be nice, okay, too polite, that sometimes whatever they say might not be whatever they actually mean. Okay, so if you're a mother-in-law to a metal, always remember, if you really want to mean something, say it exactly as it is. Okay, instead of like trying too nice to please someone out of it, and at the end of the day there will be a lot of like assumptions, and there will be a lot of like misunderstanding.
Yeah,
as well.
misunderstandings,
Yeah.
resentment, and just miscommunication.
Yeah, and if you are the daughter itself, it means like you're the daughter-in-law itself as a metal element person, remember, right, always don't forget to put yourself, okay, or try to put yourself into her shoes and understand from her perspective.
That's good advice for any daughter-in-law, actually.
Yeah.
And mother-in-law. I mean,
Yeah, especially for metal. Now, why is it so? Because out of the Chinese elements for party, right, metal is the one that, like, this is the one that is like, is the more, not to say, it's not the best element to use resource.
Okay.
And resource is about like, being sensitive, being empathy and all these things. It's not really naturally the best element to use resource. So it's a good reminder. Now some people could have like learned it along the way. Okay, right? But there are some people who like not
it just
sensitive.
doesn't come naturally for them.
Yes, okay, because out of all the elements, this is the worst element to use the resource star itself, okay? So it will be good for us to always remind ourselves of that, okay? And of course, the last element will be of water, okay? If you're water day master, your mother-in-law element will be of fire element, means your mother-in-law star will be of fire element, okay? So always remember that she does have the particular characteristics, is like she always want to win, okay? She always want to win, want to stand out, okay? She needs attention, and she always need to show everyone that they know the best. Okay, so if your day master is water element for a lady, your mother-in-law will be of a fire star. Okay, so her characteristics is like she wants to win all the time, she wants to stand out, attention. Just imagine it's like fire. Okay, fire will burn whatever that gets into the way. All right, and fire also is like the one that wants to stand out to get attention. So she will have the tendency like they know the best. And of course, as a daughter-in-law, right, okay, let them win now, okay, because sometimes we have to really like, you know, lose a battle in order to win a war, okay, because at the end there's certain things that it is not advisable for us to really argue over it. Then don't argue, okay.
I think just let them have their moment in the sun if that makes them happy, you know.
Yeah, and then of course the biggest mistake that this potential mother-in-law could do or would have done will be assuming that your daughter-in-law needs your advice. You know, some mother-in-law always thinks that, you know, they know best. They always think that they always need to give you a piece of advice and expect you to follow exactly what they say. Alright, so that could be one of the things that as a mother-in-law you might want to think from that perspective, because it's like, no, people might not need your advice.
That's true.
Okay, alright, so okay, so let's say if you're water day master, as a daughter-in-law, also remember, don't expect equal treatment from your mother-in-law. Okay, don't expect that she will treat you as equally as she's treating her daughter, her own daughter, or she's treating you as equally as she's treating her own son. She might pay more attention or more, how to say, more interest into her son's career. Maybe she might not pay as much attention to your career, and that's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But because you yourself as a water element, we always need to level up. Then we might start to think, how come you are so concerned about your own children's things and you're not concerned about my thing, okay? So if you start to think that way, it is not healthy for the whole relationship. All right, so, yes.
Now you know your mother-in-law.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
hopefully they're not like more confused.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So we've talked about that in terms of like the mother-in-law issues. Okay, hope like, you know, all of you here, like if you really missed part of it, okay, play back the whole recording session later on to listen to it, okay, look into the chart, okay, to find out what are the elements, okay, probably can help you, okay. The next part that I want to talk about, okay, if you have any questions, you can also post it there, but please don't post your mother-in-law chart there and ask me to read the chart.
Okay, yeah, okay. No, not advisable.
All right, okay, so in terms of like, now, a lot of people has been asking as in like how to be self-sufficient.
Yes.
How to be like independent, that you can really rely on yourself, okay? How to be successful. Now, to be really, really honest, everyone can be successful. And into getting yourself what you want in life itself, right? It is very, very simple. It's not difficult at all, okay? But I always find that it's one thing that's always stopping us, okay, from really getting into our goals, okay? What is it so difficult to be successful? It's like nowadays, if you want anything, okay, if you want to be success, you try Google it, how to be successful, trust me, you have loads and loads of like blogs or advisors or articles that will teach you step-by-step guide on how to be successful.
That's true.
Okay? If you want to go on a diet, as I say, there will be like 1,001 blogs that tell you how to live healthily, all right, and how to have like, you know, a proper diet in order for you to achieve, okay, in the way that you desire. But the thing is, do you really want it?
Yeah. How bad do you want it?
Yes, how bad do you want it? I mean, it is fine. If you do not want it, it's fine. But the thing is, the problem with people is they complicate themselves. They confuse themselves. They keep saying they want something, but yet they are not doing anything towards what they want. All right? If you want something, you have to start putting in action. Because it's like it's no point for you to get inspired over things, okay? Because it's like inspirations are not getting you anywhere. I think how do you say that? Perspiration? It's like you need to perspire a lot in order to get that goal, okay, of what you want, okay? So don't just think about something. You have to really go and get it, okay? If you need to change, make changes, all right? So what I'm going to share with you now is, again, based on your day master, right? People just don't want to take actions, but even they wanted it. Yeah, exactly.
That's true. Yeah, a lot of people are just talk.
Yes.
So they want a lot of things. They even have a list. But if you ask them to really do the work, I think that's where
they will talk about the but and the what if.
And the what if.
Yeah, all the buts, okay? Because when they put the buts, they will put them into a victim position.
Yeah.
I am a victim of circumstances. I can't get it. I want it. I can't get it because my mother-in-law is stopping me.
Yeah, things like that. True.
Yeah, okay? It's like, don't blame it on others. Don't victimize yourself. Because it's why people like to victimize themselves is because it's easier to be a victim. Because if you know that you're a victim, you have to keep convincing yourself that you're a victim so that you don't have to take up responsibility for your life.
Yeah.
You don't have to actually work on something that you really want.
Yeah.
All right? That's why you continue to victimize yourself. I'm so sad. I'm like so poor me thing. Poor
So
me
we are
attitude.
actually, you are your own worst enemy.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so-
All right, we are actually our worst enemy. Okay, so it's like really, so always remember that. Okay, just don't keep wishing for things to happen. Okay, because like really wishing is not going to get you anywhere. You have to put in the action. All right, so now I'm going to share with you based on your day master of your party chart. What are the things that has a potential of stopping you? Because these are the list of important things that you need to do in order for you to be successful. But have you done it?
Right.
Okay? Have you been doing it? Or are you actually giving yourself a lot of reasons or whatsoever you call it? Reasons or excuses is the same to me. Okay? I always tell people it's like, whatever you call it, you can say reasons, you can say excuses, is the same. Okay? But whatever it is, if all these things is not getting you anywhere, it is excuses.
That's right.
Okay? Give yourself 1,001 reasons, but you are still where you are, those are excuses.
And I think it's important to say that you have to be very honest with yourself. You know, self-denial is not going to help you.
Exactly.
If you say, no lah, I'm not lah, it's just my situation is very difficult. I mean,
that's the thing.
Yeah.
Victimize.
It's another
Where
victimizing,
I'm
yeah.
victim, okay? I'm a victim to think because it's not me, it's not I don't want it, it's because my situation.
my situation.
Yeah. Say, please, in one thing is nothing can help us if we don't help ourselves. Right? All this Chinese astrology thing is a tool to give us better clarity in life so that we know what we can focus on. You need more of that. Come on. You can
I'm
finish
working
that.
like, don't worry, keep going.
Okay, all right, because this Chinese astrology thing is just a tool for us to really know what we can focus on in order for us to be better. Okay, so remember, even though we are following me every week on Facebook, whatever I've shared with you, if you don't register it in your head, you don't remember it, and after that practice it, your life won't change. But if you actually follow and you remember, register into your head, and you practice it as
And you
if
take action.
yes, take actions as if this is your daily mantra. I guarantee you, you don't even need to come for a personal consult. Your life will transform. And that is something for sure.
I
Because
believe that.
I've seen people doing that. I've personally done that. Okay, so remember, action is very important. Okay, so now look into your day master first. Okay, so again, if your day master is wood, okay, so all of you who has been asking about how to be self-independent, how to be more successful, how can a woman rely on themselves instead of relying on other people, how to actually achieve your financial independence and all that, start with these few key words that you need to practice as hard and as much as you can. Okay, so if you're wood day master, ask yourself, are you continuously growing? Now, growing as a person, okay, it's not like how you're growing like me for the past 1 year. Okay? Growing like me means like getting sideways and the weight is actually getting higher and higher. Now, as I say, growing as a person, it means, okay, are you actually getting yourself better in terms of your EQ, your knowledge, your resources, everything that... How come when I say growing sideways, all the laughter sign is there? Oh my God.
Prosperous, man.
It's okay. I don't mind that. Prosperous low, okay.
Yeah, I'm prosperous too.
It's like, can you look at that? Can you see all this, all these emojis that...
They feel you, but they feel you.
It's alright, okay. Oh, trust me, KK got lots of good food.
That's the only reason she comes back every year, actually. I think.
Oh my God. And the good news is, I have recorded some of a very, very good food, including the feng shui aspect of that particular areas or shops, right? Into short video clips to be released soon.
Ah.
So you know why I'm
It's
growing?
it's like a food vlog, is it? As well?
It's feng shui vlog.
Yeah, but
it's a
with,
vlog.
like,
It's a feng shui vlog, of course,
with
with
food
food.
lah.
Yes, I'm growing. Okay, back to the wood. All right, if you're wood day master, remember, okay, enough of those emojis. Okay, love is okay. Okay, so wood, remember, if you want to talk about self-independence, you want to talk about success on your own and all these things, first thing, ask yourself, have you been growing? Have you been growing as a person? Have you been growing emotionally? Have you been really growing as like in terms of your work or your like knowledge intellectually and all that? Okay, because now that is one of the keywords that all Wood Day Master needs to have in order for them to be truly successful. Okay, and of course the next one will be diversified. Okay,
Yes.
right? Are you like good into like diversifications, like diversify yourself into different things? That is important. Okay, all right. And one thing about the wood is, are you persistent enough? Okay, wood, you see, wood is something that, the trees or the plants, you see big trees. Now you see here in KK, you see lots and lots of like big trees. You go to like Mount Kinabalu Park and all that, you will see a lot of like really old, big, huge, gigantic trees, okay? And these trees itself, right, no one will realize or be able to see how it grows day by day. Every single moment the tree is growing. They are being very persistent. They've never given up into growing themselves to be better each day, because they know one thing: if they are not persistent into growing better, they will die. Because there's only two ways: either you grow or you die. Okay, so for wood people, remember, you need to be very persistent onto the things that you do. It's not a jack and the beanstalk thing. You can't actually have a seed planted and the next day, boom, the trees are
It's
not
not
high up.
overnight.
Yeah, it's not an overnight
No overnight
thing.
success.
Okay, so you need to be very persistent in order for you to actually grow up to a tall tree. Okay, where everyone actually looks up to you. Okay, that needs a lot of persistence. But if you are a Wood Day Master and you often give up, okay, do things halfway, all right, you are not persistent, then who are you to blame?
That's true.
Okay, it's our own fault. So remember, if you're a Wood Day person, okay, it's very simple. Ask yourself, are you growing? Okay, are you like flexible enough to diversify things? Okay, or are you persistent enough to achieve your goals? These three things. If you can do these three things, there's no way that you can't be successful. No way. All right. Then the next one, we talk about the fire element person. Okay, if you're a fire day master, either a yang fire or a yin fire, all right, remember, there are certain things that you need to pay attention to. Your resources, because all fire burns on resources. Okay, how well are you, okay, in order to manage your resources? Now, resources can be your knowledge, resources can be human resources, means your connection,
Your network.
okay, your network, the people that you know is who's who. Okay, all right. The resources can also be your time. How well do you manage your time? If you're a fire element person and you always say that you have no time, or you're the type of person that you're late to every occasion, it means you're not respecting your resources. Right? It is very difficult for you to be successful, because simple things like this, right, which is very crucial to a fire day master, and you can't do it. Okay, if you can't do simple things like this, like how can you actually want to be successful? Okay, so if you can manage all these things, that will be the key words for all fire people. And of course, the next one is, of course, optimism and passion. Do you always see the bottle or the glass is always half full or half empty? Okay, that is a choice, because it's like you can see it always half empty and you are being negative. If you're negative as a fire, it is very difficult for you to be successful as well.
That's
okay,
right.
so you need to be always see things from the optimistic side. Okay, so that will help you. And then the next thing is the passion, because fire is a driven energy. It's a fire is a thing that it keeps you going. How passionate are you? Because nowadays you see a lot of people, right? Okay, somehow they are like totally not passionate about anything at all.
So would you say like those with fire basically get involved in a job or a career that you really believe in, that you're really interested in?
Yeah.
It can't just be a job that you go to every day.
Yeah, because if
Because
it's a job,
some people can do that. They can go to a
Yes.
job 9 to 5, pay the bills, that's fine. Then later I do something I like lah, right? Yeah, but I think, so you're saying for the fire people.
for the fire, it's like they really need to be passionate about what they're doing, because it's like fire all the ways burns from the resources deep down in your heart. Because if you don't have a passion, don't talk about success. You can't. Okay.
Can't fake it, right?
Yeah, you can't fake it, because like you don't even have the fire within you. How can you light up the fire without outside of you? Okay, so that's one thing which is very important for fire element as well. Now the next one will be of earth element. All right. So if you're earth element, remember, there are key points that you need to have in order for you to be successful. So if you're earth, either yang earth or yin earth, remember, one of the key things is your value. How do you value yourself? All right. So it's like if we value ourselves, that's how people value us and respect us. If you treat yourself like a doormat, that's when people will step all over us. It's a choice. We allow people to do this to us. Okay, so if you're earth element, remember, what is your value? All right, are you like, just imagine your earth, like you're the piece of earth itself that is worth like how much per square feet? Okay, you are like worth like, not even like, no one even wants to consider buying you, or you are the type of like everyone wants to own a piece of you. That is the difference. So if you're earth element, first thing, it starts with your value, and value of course starts with self-esteem. You need to have a high self-esteem of yourself. You need to believe in yourself, or else no one will believe in you. Okay, and then the next thing is, of course, earth people needs to have wisdom. Now, wisdom comes from reflection. Okay, experiences, okay, right? When we actually experience certain things and we reflect on it, it will turn all our experiences into reflections. Okay, no, experiences into wisdom. Did I have wine just now?
No, that's just me. You keep talking, I'm gonna keep drinking.
Oh, is this a cheese?
What's in your juice, huh? Are you sure that's juice?
I'm so sure that this
I'm a bit
is
suspicious
juice.
now.
Okay, what am I talking about? Okay, it must be the wine just now.
No cheese.
Alright, okay, so remember, for earth people, it is important for us to have the wisdom, okay, and we have to get things organized as well. Organized means planning. Now, as I mentioned earlier, earth comes in layer and layer and layer. If you really study the layers of planet earth itself, right, it comes with different layers on its own, okay. So for earth people, it's all about like, how organized are you? Okay, it's also about like, you know, how good you are at planning things. As like the saying goes, when you're failing to plan, you're planning to fail. Okay, so for earth people, you need to have a plan. Okay, and then now one thing about the earth is also be flexible enough to learn, unlearn, and relearn. That's very, very important. Because earth, right, okay, imagine earth is the oldest element on earth.
Yes.
Okay, all right, but that's why in Chinese we always say earth is old, because we always call it, like Chinese, they call it 露頭. Okay, 露頭. You know what is it, okay? All right, we never.
I just nod.
Yeah, you won't say low water. You know, they will say low 水, low 火. You will say 露頭 because earth is the oldest element. Now, being the oldest element on earth itself, right? Okay, they can't evolve. Like earth has actually witnessed a lot of changes over time. Okay,
Basically, they're very set in their ways.
yes,
Yeah, it's
but
very
yet,
hard for them.
yes, but yet they are still who they are.
They're very
And-
steadfast.
Yes, and that is the biggest mistake for earth, okay? Because if you don't change, okay, all right, you can't cope up with whatever that's happening. Because
You'll get left behind.
because the only constant is change. Everything changes. Because if you can't change and adapt, okay, then that will be one of the biggest weakness that holding you back. So for earth people, remember, always learn, unlearn, relearn. Okay, whatever that you have learned doesn't mean that it's still applicable to you. Whatever that you thought, okay, is good for you before doesn't mean it will be good for you now, nor in the future. So for earth people, remember, you always have to learn new things because things have changed. It's no longer the same. All right, and then the next one will be metal. Right, now metal people, okay, if you want to talk about success, okay, if you want to talk about like, you know, to be like self-sufficient and all that, now the key words will be action. Action, and when I say action, means action and lots of actions, like really work really hard towards things, because metal itself needs to be worked on in order for it to be like beautiful or like,
otherwise you get rusty.
Yes, exactly. All right. Oh, she knows it now. Okay.
The wine is working.
All right. Yeah, she has
I'm metal man.
very good service here. Okay.
I have my waiter boys.
So remember, it's Women's Day
It's
anyway.
Women's Day, yeah. We're unwinding.
We should ask them to buy a few bottle more.
Yeah, actually.
Okay. So remember, metal is all about action, experience. Okay. You need to experience things. Okay. You need to go out, different things, try different things to experience. Because you see, if you don't experience different battles, you don't know your particular weapon is best for what situation. Just like example, if you are a car, Okay, all right. Depending on what car you are, you have to experience different parts of like roads, different path, in order for you to know which is the best path for you.
That's true.
Okay, all right. So remember, for matter people, do not be afraid of experience. Right, really go out there, be able to take hardship, work really hard, and success will be there for you. Okay, so this is the first important thing. So if you're a matter people, but yet you are calculative, you always find that, you know, you wouldn't want to work so hard, and things are like, you know, very, how come other people are not working as hard as I am? Now, if you compare like this, you are not going to get anywhere. Okay, so remember, that is one of the key points. Then of course, the last element will be of water element. Now, water element itself, okay, because water is everywhere, okay, it is like, you know, when you really like, you know, pour a bucket of water on the floor, it flows everywhere. So water is the type, or one of the element that are lacking of discipline, is the worst of the lot. Okay, so water people, okay, always remember, the key word for you to achieve success will be discipline. Ask yourself, how disciplined are you? Okay, all right, you need to be really disciplined in order for you to get something. Okay, now another keyword will be exploration. Right, go and explore new things, because water will just go and follow whatever path that opens up to them. They won't hesitate, because if you really pour water, right, they follow whatever the road is like going down or sloping down, they will just go. They won't like, hold on first, okay, maybe I wouldn't want to go this path. No, they will just go and they will learn from it, but they move on. Okay, so water people, remember, exploration is very important. And the next keyword will be finding your focus. Okay, right, all water people, because you're so all over the place, you lose your focus point. Okay, and when you lose your focus point, you lose your energy. Because when water focus onto one direction, that is when a lot of amazing things can happen. Okay, you can even take down mountains. Okay, with that. But water all over the place, you lose your energy, you will lose your magic. Okay, so remember, water people, focus is very important. All right, I finished. It's time for me to drink.
You need to catch up.
Yeah.
Vivian's
Okay.
here. Hi, Vivian.
Oh, hi. It's like all of them like in Sabah, right?
Yes. She,
Okay, right. Thank you for tuning in. I really hope it's like, do they know anything about 八字?
well, that's why you should visit Jessie's page and ask her more questions and tune in more.
Hi,
And so-
Anthony.
Hi, Tony.
Yes,
Mental
must
people,
take
factors,
action, experience, good thing. Yeah,
Yes.
true. Totally, yeah. Anthony, matter. Okay, take action, experience, hardship, work hard, like really hard. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So these are the key points for matter people. Right. Thank you so much for tuning in. I mean, probably we can chat for a while more. Okay. So if you have any questions, all right, don't forget to actually like,
Hi,
go
Mia.
through. Oh, hi, Mira. Okay. Don't forget to go through like the first session when we talk about the mother-in-law issues. Okay. Always remember, at the end of the day, everyone around us is there to actually show us certain lessons. Okay, for us to grow. Joy say, is that all for today? Vanessa, hi from Melbourne. Oh, hi. Thanks
Hi,
for tuning
Vanessa.
in.
It's quite late in Melbourne now, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's like at least 3
about
hours.
2 hours.
2 or 3, yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. It's midnight show
Thanks,
for them.
but thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you for tuning in. Thank you so much
Come,
for tuning in.
grab
Those
a
of
glass,
you,
join us.
yeah, those of you from Tawau, tomorrow I will be going to Tawau and I will see you there. Alright, and those of you in KL, this Sunday will be the International Women's Day in KL. So do join me, alright, for that event itself, 1 a.m. now.
1 a.m. Wow, you're up.
Alright.
Okay, thank you for being with us.
Yeah. Okay. Sin matter cannot stand hardship. Sin matter have to really go through a lot of hardship, because sin matter needs to be burnt as well, Mitra.
Tin metal is like diamonds, you know. You know, it takes
It's
a
a
lot
different,
of...
yes, it's different. Now,
kind
you
of-
see, when it comes to hardship, right? Okay, it can be physical hardship, it can be emotional hardship. Okay, so it's like sin matter probably is also good for us to train our mind. It's all the mind power. Okay, it's also a lot of hardship, because not all hardship must be physical. Okay, so it's a lot of hardship are emotional ones. Okay, so do you have any words for the ladies out there?
Well, in the spirit of...
drink more wine.
Drink
you
more
mean?
wine in the spirit of International Women's Day. So we just want to tell you, you know, we're all very powerful. Just being women, very powerful. And being powerful is about celebrating your femininity as well.
Yes.
I mean, we're, like you said before in your talk, like we're made shameful for a lot of things. But I think we should celebrate being women. We're capable of so many things.
Yes, and remember to actually like take charge of our life, okay? Because it's like over generations itself, right? Women has been in a way that we have been suppressed, okay, by the society, right? Now, please do not hold grudges over all these things. I never believe and see like when we talk about like feminism and all these things where you have to like fight against the man and all that. As I always say, is if the man wants to do the hard work, let them do the hard work. Okay.
I actually know a lot of men who are really good feminists.
Right.
You know, I mean, no, seriously.
Yeah.
You know, they're you do have we have a good bunch of supporters as well. You know, not all men are, you know.
So to me, for me, it's always about yin and yang, okay? And women are naturally on the yin side, okay? It's all about like getting along in harmony, okay? And no one can stop us if we really want to take charge of our life itself, okay? No one can and no one will be able to, right? Unless ourselves. So remember, all right? Every woman deserves, okay, all right, to be powerful. Powerful in the sense of like a very subtle power that you are like Wonder Woman.
That's true.
Oh, I love her. Hi. Oh, sorry. It's the wine. So, excuse me. Because we had a bit. I had a bit of wine. I had a bit of wine, okay? I got contaminated now.
It's okay. It's social lubricant. Gets us going and gives us more ideas.
All right. So, really, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Someone likes my hair. Thank you. I did this for my daughter, actually. She loves My Little Pony. So there's a pony called Rainbow Dash. Twilight Sparkle. I think so. So the hair is like purple and pink. It's so irrelevant, but I'm just sharing about my hair.
It's okay. Yeah. All right, so thank you so much everyone for tuning in. All right.
Nice meeting everyone.
Okay, so those of you who have not turned on your notifications, it will be good for you to remember, just click on the turn on notification. So whenever we go on live, you will get the notification, so you won't miss, okay? And you can start chatting with us as well. All right, so thank you so much. Okay, so we wish you an earlier wish for International Women's Day. Have a great one, and don't remember. I tell you, it's the wine. Okay, don't forget, okay, love ourselves more, all right, and we deserve all the best things that we deserve.
David wants to know, where in Tawau will you be?
Oh, where in Tawau? We will be I'll be staying put at LA Hotel, and the event will be at this Fajar Club, which is opposite LA Hotel. Thank you, Lucky Miu Miu. Lucky Miu Miu is tuning in from Ipoh. All right, thank you so much, all of you. Have a great night. Yeah, please, all of you need to come to Sabah. This is really, really good. I know Ipoh got good food also lah. One of these days, I need to go to Ipoh. Okay, I will take some video clips there of the food. All right, bye bye everyone.
Bye.
See
nice
you next
meeting
week.
Everyone.
Bye.
Bye.